Hey, it is Xennial Gamer back with some more Dragon Champions content for you guys. Today we're actually going to be doing something. I kind of did this video already when I first partnered up with, and by the way, this is sponsored content, but I have been playing the game every day for 4 months. I'm not free to play. I pay to play into the game. I really enjoy the game. So although I am partnered with them, this is just a game I genuinely enjoy. Now, with that said, when I first started off, when I first partnered up with Dragon Champions, I did kind of a walkthrough on the game. And I did what I could. You know, at that time, you're doing a promo video, and, you know, half the game is unlocked because I was only half the game is locked, rather, because I was only level 40. I still didn't really understand the strategies or much about the game at all. So today we're going to do another overview, but now from the perspective of effectively an early mid-game player. I don't know, maybe I'm getting closer to mid-mid, but I think I'm probably early mid. But somebody who's played daily and grinded every single day for 4 months. So today what we're going to do is just look at the overall game, kind of talk about what makes it so much fun, why I'm so hooked on it, and talk about the different things there are to do in the game. Now, before I jump into that, just a quick note. Above my head, you'll see a promo code XGGIFT. So if you have not played this game before, just so you know, guys, when you start out the game, if you come up to this little settings cog right here in the top corner, and you press use promo code and you type in XGGIFT, just like it says above my head, you will get a free hero, you'll get some free gold, you'll get some other in-game resources, stuff that'll really help you kind of progress, and also just stuff that will help you play the game and get used to it. You know, you get some extra energy, and it's just free stuff, right? And then, of course, guys, if you're a channel regular, you watch my channel for my Summoner's War content, and you decided to give this Dragon Champions video a try, it does help me out because I am partnered with the game as well. So check out the game, guys. It's a lot of fun. And on that note, let's go ahead now and just talk a little bit about the game. Now, the basic concept, it's a gacha game, so you get a bunch of different heroes that you're going to get through summoning fragments, you're going to summon through hero fragments. So you get the fragments through a bunch of different ways, mostly through the shop. But when I say shop, it's not like you have to buy them. So if we go to the shop right here, and obviously you can whale out on the game, but you don't have to. If you grind out on the tournaments, for example, and you can see right now I'm out of my aquamarine of action, is what you get when you fight in the tournaments, right? So the better you do in the tournament, the more of those you get. These I mostly spend on ability scrolls. Pretty much it's the blue ones I'm always short on, so I don't really buy any hero shards from this section. Every now and then I'll buy an item fragment as well. We'll talk about the item fragments later. But basically, you'll see that you can buy some hero shards here just from playing tournaments every day. Now, tournaments are exactly what they sound like. Think of like Knights of the Round, right? It's anywhere from 1 to 500 players in the game who all get into a single tournament against each other. But, big but, there's always some unique restrictions on the tournament. Like you have to use certain heroes or certain classes or certain other things. When we talk more about, when we look at some of the heroes, we'll talk a little bit more about like what the requirements can be. But for right now, just know that there's always a stipulation. So it's challenging because if you don't have every hero in the game built, which most people don't, you're going to have to theorycraft a little bit to try different teams. Now, we have our guild challenges, so you actually can do a raid in the guild. It's not like live cooperative, but it's a cooperative guild event. So everybody in the guild gets together to kill 4 raid bosses, and then varying strengths. We all just kind of take turns hitting it, but it's another area where you get to kind of theorycraft and then use a bunch of your heroes. And then you do get the Unity Emeralds from beating the Rift Raid as a guild. Everybody gets prizes. The more you contribute, the better the prize. But even if you don't contribute at all, you get something. And then if you use your energy, just use your campaign energy, which basically means just play the game, then you're going to get some more of these guild points as well. And then you can buy hero shards in here. So for example, right now I need some of these old lore hero shards, so I buy those. I need some of the Kinleys, and then I should be 7-star on the other 3, 7-star being max, so I don't need to buy those. Arena, you do your arena every day, and of course you get some more of these gladiator rubies, and you can buy the shards, and you can see I actually bought the ones I needed already. And then Tower, it's another daily fighting event, and right now I didn't have enough to buy. These are the last shards I need, but yeah, so the point is, like, you play the game and then you get the resources you need to slowly level up or star up your heroes. Now, when it comes to the heroes themselves, every hero has like a different sex. So they can be from the clans, they can be from the order, they can be from the pride, and then they have different races. So they can be demons or pandas, etc. They can be fighters or warriors or defenders or tacticians or travelers or bounty hunters. So there's a lot of different traits that your heroes can have. And so when I talk about the tournaments, you might enter a tournament that says you have to use, for example, well, let's just look at the tournament I'm in right now. So in this tournament right here, we have to use the hero Mar. If you don't have Mar, built, then you're going to wind up using an extremely low-level Mar, but you have to use him. You have to use 2 goblins, and you have to use 1 elf. Now, you're going to have to do this based off of whatever you have built. So if you happen to have really, really built-up goblins, you're probably going to do great in this tournament. If you're like me, because I haven't gotten to goblins yet at all, you're going to get crushed in this tournament. But there's a new tournament every couple of days, and then you get prizes just for participating. So even if you get wrecked, you're going to get something, but if you do really well, you're of course going to get more. And there's a ranking board, So if we come out here and we take a look right now, I'm rank 82. I'm actually 5-0, which is surprising because my goblins are so weak. But if we look at the rank rewards, we'll see that I need to get into the top 50 to get... This is kind of like, because I'm still like mid-game, like this is what I would shoot for, is this blue box reward right here. So you get 4, basically you get 4 4-star speed runes, which is pretty nice actually. If I get the green box, then I could wind up with some of the green speed runes, which those I can already farm on my own. So definitely the blue box is going to be an upgrade for me. The purple box would be amazing to get 4-star purple runes would be amazing. Probably not going to happen because I'm not there yet. I'm not strong enough. So my goal in this tournament would be really to come in around rank 50. Now there's 1 day left in the tournament, and you go from there. Now, in addition to the tournaments, just in terms of daily activities, we have this events tab, and you're going to get a variety of different events that pop up. They range anywhere from common to legendary, right? And we can see what's coming up. So in a day and 12 hours, we'll have a common one, which is training time. This one is really straightforward. You spend EXP tomes, which basically means you level up your heroes and you get rewards. Usually it's like some bonus energy, which is pretty awesome. We also have some expeditions to get extra runes. We have this one, actually, I really hope I can do this one. So Thalane is a really strong legendary hero. And in order to do this tournament, let's see. So I beat the first 2 stages already. It's goblins only. I just said I'm terrible. I'm weak in goblins, so I'm not going to be able to get the Thalane yet. But eventually, I'll keep working up the goblins, and then we have the Mechadars Champions coming up. This one you can get coins. You get prizes. Basically, you get prizes. You guys get the idea. So we have these events that come up continually, really throughout the week. Then we have challenges that reset every day. So today's challenges were Gold Rush and Challenge of Agility. And for the Gold Rush, you get gold. You get exactly what it sounds like. Coming up, we have an Ability Scroll Challenge. We have an EXP Tome Challenge. So you just get resources. I was going to say free. You still have to actually earn it, but you get free. You get resources every day. And the nice thing about these is that once you 3-star a stage, you can instant loot it. So you can see on the Gold Rush, I've already 3-starred stage 15, so I can instant loot, which means I don't have to redo the same challenge I've always done. As long as I've beaten it once, I can just keep farming it every time it pops up. Makes it really convenient because you do need a lot of resources to progress, and you don't want to have to just keep refarming the same stuff, at least not the ones you have to do manual. It's fine to farm on auto, but the ones you have to manual, you don't want to have to just refarm the same things over and over. So the game is awesome in that once you beat something effectively, right? You beat it with 3 stars, basically means you beat it with none of your heroes dying, then you can instant loot. Now, besides the challenges, I did already talk a little bit about the guild and the guild raids. So you can see basically... the guild raid comes in 8 different levels, or actually 9 different levels. My guild right now, we do level 7. It's usually pretty good rewards, and it's just been in the last couple of weeks I started moving up in contribution. Like, I was really like 15th to 17th in contribution consistently, and on the last 2 raids I finished 6th and 8th, so I'm really starting to, and again, I'm in a casual starters guild, and so now I'm starting to make that progression leap. Now we also have Arena. You can actually only do 5 fights a day in Arena, but you get daily rewards from Arena every day, 4 o'clock my time, 4 p.m. my time. You get Dracoins, which is in-game currency, and then you also get Arena tokens. So if you can do well in Arena, and my last video was actually about Arena offense, by the way, guys. If you can do well in Arena, you're going to get a lot of free resources. The cool thing about Arena, when I first was playing this game for like 2 months, I just kept autoing, and I kept losing, and I was like, oh, I hit my ceiling, right? But it was actually Arena that really started to teach me the theorycraft behind the game, because there was this one, and this is like a spoiler off the last video. There was one hero, this hero Garrett, and I would just lose to him over and over and over, and I was so frustrated, and I was like, Garrett is broken, Garrett is broken. And I finally got my head out of my you-know-what, and went through and started reading the different hero skills to figure out how to counter Garrett, and now I'm like, ooh, I'm hunting for Garrett. Garrett is easy, Garrett is easy. And that's kind of like the aha moment, right? When things start to really click and you start to really understand the game and really start to be able to make progress. Anyway, Arena is a lot of fun because, you know, everybody sets out their best defense and you have to theorycraft how to beat it. So I'm really enjoying Arena more and more lately. Let's see, what else do we have here? So we have our chests. You get a couple of chests free every day, and then you actually get like keys to open up the chests. These, obviously, you can open them with Dracoins, which you buy as well. And on a side note, one thing I would strongly recommend, if you're not free to play, obviously, if you're free to play, no big, you know, I totally respect the free to play culture. But like me, if you're like me and you're not free to play, one thing I would always recommend in any game you play, Dragon Champions or any other game, there's always monthly packs or weekly packs or bi-weekly packs that give you by far and away the best value. Those are the ones you want to buy, right? So for me, this is the first thing that I buy, and then, so, you know, if I buy anything else, whatever. But this is the first thing I always buy, and so we're going to be looking at, you know, 13,400 Dracoins a month for... I want to say it's about $25, somewhere around there. 13,400 Dracoins basically covers all my energy purchases for the entire month, so it allows me to just farm a lot more, and it's a very good deal compared to, you know, just buying Dracoins in bulk. Anyway, that was kind of off on a tangent, but as far as the chests go, you can spend those Dracoins to open the chests. Sometimes I've done it with like the abilities chests if I'm trying to level up one of my heroes. For the most part, I haven't done it with the hero chests at all. Like, I haven't really had any need for the hero shards. I haven't done the tournament chests. I've mostly just focused really on the ability chests and maybe some artifact or gold. I've done some gold chests as well if I was running low on gold. But I haven't needed to do any of the hero chests. My heroes have like made 7-star organically for the most part, and then through different daily activities and quests you do, you're going to get keys. So you can see I have 82 keys towards the hero chest. I have 14 keys towards the gold chest. So as you earn these keys, you get to open the chest for free as well. Now, of course, we have our campaigns. The campaigns are actually where you go out to farm. So the first two, Dawn of the Order, Rage of Clans, and the Demon Invasion, this is where you go to farm the gear pieces for your heroes. I'll go talk about that in just a moment. And then Runic Journey is where you farm what I would term like your beginner's runes. Once you've completely beaten Runic Journey, you can farm out 3-star green runes. That's the best you can farm there. But generally speaking, you're going to get your best runes from tournaments, from events, and then also from the shop. They actually recently just added legendary runes into the shop. And if you're doing your tower every day, you'll get about 500,000-600,000 gold from the tower. And in the beginning of the game, you're always going to be struggling for gold. I'm always struggling for gold. But if you're diligent about doing the tower and you're conservative with how you spend your gold, then you can save up and you can get some really nice legendary runes out of the shop, which are just going to blow away anything else that you have. Now, the tower is another daily event that we do. There's two modes. There's a normal and a hard. And basically, you're going to fight anywhere from 12 to 18 enemies, depending on if you do the optional side rooms on floors 3, 6, and 9. So, like, if I'm autoing through, I usually don't do the side rooms, or I might just do the side rooms on floors 3 and 6, so that I don't wind up getting killed when I get near the top of the tower. And the way this works is basically... you bring in your heroes, and you run a comp, and then whatever damage you take, whatever cooldowns you use on your skills, whatever, carries straight through to the next fight. So it's a continuous, it's almost like an old, like a Jet Li movie, right? Or Jackie Chan movie, where you go through like the drug house and you have to beat up like 50 bad guys, and you take a punch on the jaw and you got a bruise on your jaw for the next bad guy, and one punches you in the eye and you got a black eye for the next bad guy, right? You keep that as you go through this tower. So you climb the tower, and if you get to the top, you get progressively better rewards with each stage. Now, if one of your heroes dies, you can replace it with another hero. So part of the strategy is, do you want to start off with your best heroes, or do you want to like throw weaker heroes at the bottom enemies so that your starting shields are still intact when you get to the tougher enemies, things like that. And then once you've done this 100 times, I've completed it 56, I think it is. Once you've done it 100 times, you can also instant loot the tower. So I still got about a month and a half left before I can do that, but I'm kind of looking forward to that one. But I am able to consistently auto all the way through now, which I was having to manual before. Now, I did mention the gear levels on the heroes, so just real quick, I want to show you on your heroes, we have runes. Like, if you're a Summoner's War player and you're new to this game, so the runes are basically like armor or equipment in any other game. Just think of it as like your chest plate and your helmet and your sword and all that stuff. We also have artifacts. The artifacts can give you special skills, like right here, landing a critical hit increases crit damage by 1.2%. And then if this artifact were on the hero Eric Shieldbreaker, it would actually increase by 2.4%. It's not. It's on Puncherface because I don't have one specific for Puncherface. But Eric does have his own artifact that's meant for him. Then, in addition to the runes and the artifacts, we also have gear levels. Now, this is kind of unique. Maybe it's in other games, but I had not encountered it. The gear levels are kind of like the crux of your hero power. They matter, honestly, more than the runes, the artifacts, even more than leveling, any of that stuff. So, basically, you go out and you go into, once you've beaten the different campaigns, right? So, like right here, this particular thing that I need is the Overthrower. So to get Overthrower fragments, I can get that from Demonic Evasion stage 4-6, which is near the end of it. And since I've already 3-starred, I can instant loot it, but I can only run it 5 times a day. So I'll want to basically farm this over the course of a couple of weeks to get the 50 fragments that I need for this Overthrower. And then once I have the Overthrower, I can finish off, because I have all the other pieces I need up here, right? So once I have the Overthrower, I can finish off crafting the actual Overthrower. That Overthrower will then go onto my Puncherface right here, and he will get 250 health, 80 physical damage. All this stuff becomes innate on him, so it's there permanently. It'll always be there on him, and then his runes are going to amplify all that, right? So if I have a rune that's an extra, let's try this one right here. If I have a rune that's an extra 6.8% armor, it's going to multiply all the armor that I'm getting from the gear levels as well. So their stats get significantly boosted as their gear level goes up. Now, the gear level, like I said, it's kind of the crux of everything. There's 12 gear levels. You can farm through the first 6 super fast, and then it gets progressively slower and more complicated to farm up all the different pieces that you need to make something complicated like this Judgment Day, right? For this, we're going to need a lot of different pieces. But once you hit gear level 11 and your heroes turn gold, you've really started to get to a point where your heroes are going to be much more powerful. And then the top is gear level 12. That takes a long time to get there, and you actually have to be strong enough to beat some challenges as well. But once you hit gear level 12, your hero's maxed out, and then it's all about just the runes and the artifacts from there as far as what differences you're going to make on your hero. There's a couple of other modes as well. There's a Battlegrounds. The Battlegrounds is actually pretty cool, but we're in the defense phase, so I can show you guys. So the Battlegrounds, you set these different camps of defenses. So right here I've got 2 camps of defenses, and the enemy is going to attack. And if they can beat both camps, then they conquer that land and they get points. Back here, I've also got 1 more camp, so if they can beat this one, then they'll get more points for that land conquer. The total number of camps you have is based on your total hero power. So I'm at 7 camps right now, meaning my enemy will also be at 7 camps. And then it's whoever scores the most points is going to win. You get some really good prizes at a Battlegrounds, and then there's a month-long season. And the higher you finish in the season, the prizes at the end of the month are also really good. And then the last thing, I think I covered almost everything now, but the last thing is the Battle Pass. This is a series of quests that you can get. And also another thing, for you guys who are not free to play, this is the other thing I would highly recommend buying. It's like $11 a month, and for that $11, you get some massively upgraded prizes. So everything in this top row is free. If you're free to play, you get everything in the top row. But if you do the upgrade, and remember, this is a month-long quest. It's not like you get it all instantly. But if you do the upgrade, you get a bunch of fragments. You usually get some nice runes and some ability scrolls. Definitely very well worthwhile. And then like right here, these spheres of agility, this is huge because this is what I need to get to gear level 12. So, and all these items are farmable in the game, but it still really helps if you're able to get that extra progress from the season. And then you still have to actually go through and do all the quests. We just started our Battle Pass season, so I haven't done much yet, but you have to go through and you complete all these quests throughout the course of the month in order to get all those rewards. Obviously, we also have some daily quests and some other just kind of general gameplay things, but you guys get the idea. There's a lot of different content that you can do. The nice thing is, on a day when you've got time to mess around, you can go in and you can go to the events and you can try to progress and 3-star more stages. On a day when you're busy, you can use instant loot and not actually fall behind. So it's a really nice game because it gives you that kind of balance between like, do I have time to mess around today, or do I need to just kind of speed up things? But I'm enjoying it a lot, guys. So I hope, if you're still with me to this point in the video, I really hope you download it and give it a shot. Once again, the promo code's above my head, XG Gift. Remember that you're going to go into the settings cog and you hit, not support, you hit use promo code, not support. Type in XG Gift right here and you get some free stuff if you're level 15 or below. So, guys, that's it for today's video and for our review of Dragon Champions. Really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys enjoy the game. If you do play the game, message me in Discord. There's a link in the description below. Obviously, Dragon Champions has its own Discord as well. I can invite you to that server, or message me here in the game. I'd love to play around with you guys. So guys, on that note, we're going to wrap up the video. Once again, I appreciate you watching, and we'll see you next time. Hey guys, if you're still with me to this point, then that means that you probably liked the video, found it entertaining, or even better, both. So please smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, and leave a comment down below, because those things help the channel grow, and more importantly, they show me that the video is useful, and that's the whole reason I do this in the first place.